When she walked out of the Wilson Group office, Claire was ecstatic. Tomorrow, her grandma would officially announce her new appointment, and she could finally be proud of herself. Thinking about it, she couldn't help but say to Charlie, "Charlie, thank you. If it wasn't for your encouragement, I never would have dared to take this on." Charlie smiled. "You deserve it, honey." Then he added, "By the way, honey, shouldn't we celebrate something this big?" Claire nodded. "How do you want to celebrate?" Charlie smiled. "Well, our third wedding anniversary is coming up soon, so let's celebrate both at once. I'll handle all the plans, so you don't have to worry about a thing." Claire asked, "Are you planning a surprise for me?" "Yep." Charlie nodded and smiled. "I want to do something really special for you." A warm feeling spread through Claire's chest. "Okay," she said. "Then I won't ask you what it is." "Don't ask," Charlie said. "Just wait." To prepare a special wedding anniversary for his wife, Charlie started brainstorming. The main theme was making it up to her. After all, he'd been so poor back then that he couldn't afford to buy her gifts, and they never even had a proper wedding. Now that he had money, he was determined to make it right. After he and Claire went their separate ways for the day, Charlie headed to a jewelry store called Rare Earth in the heart of Orris Hill. Rare Earth was the most famous jewelry store in the region. Gold, platinum, diamonds, and jade, you name it, they had it. Charlie wanted to buy a gift for his wife first, and then go to the best hotel to book a belated wedding celebration. When he arrived at Rare Earth, the sales associates took one look at his cheap, knockoff branded tracksuit and didn't even bother to greet him. Charlie looked around for a while and saw a diamond necklace locked in a display case. The necklace was made from the highest quality diamond, a flawless stone, and its elegant style seemed like a perfect match for Claire's personality. Charlie glanced at the price tag. $13 million. To him, it was nothing. So he motioned to a salesperson. "Excuse me," he said. "Could you take this necklace out so I can take a look?" The salesman glanced at Charlie's clothes and said, "I don't have the key. It's with my manager." After speaking, he used his walkie-talkie. "Manager Jane, someone wants to see our showpiece." A moment later, a striking woman hurried over, looking excited. Her name was Jane, and she was the sales manager. "Who is the special guest who wants to see our showpiece?" The salesman, Leo Thorne, pointed to Charlie. "Manager Jane, it's this gentleman right here." "What?" When Jane saw Charlie, her face soured as if she'd just swallowed a fly. How could a bum like this possibly afford their showpiece? With that thought, she immediately turned to the salesman. "Leo, are you kidding me?" He replied, "No, the gentleman really wants to see it." Jane snapped, "Can a guy like that afford our showpiece? Can't you see? If you can't, just tell me now and I'll find someone to replace you." Jane prided herself on being an excellent judge of character. She believed she could size up a person's financial status in a single glance. So, she had already decided that Charlie was just some poor loser. Forget the $13 million showpiece. She was sure he couldn't even afford a simple $1,300 necklace. This was a complete waste of her time. Leo didn't dare say another word. Charlie frowned and asked her directly, "Aren't you open for business? I want to see this necklace. What's the problem?" Jane sneered. "We're open for business, but not for broke people just looking to waste our time. If you can't afford it, don't bother looking." Charlie's frown deepened. "And what makes you so sure I can't afford it?" Jane just laughed. Jane said disdainfully, "This necklace costs millions of dollars. What are you going to buy it with? I know your type. You just want me to take it out so you can snap a picture for your social media, right?" As she spoke, Jane crossed her arms, her nose in the air, her face a mask of contempt. Hearing the price tag, many of the other customers started pointing and whispering. Some people have no shame. Can't afford it, but still wants to waste everyone's time looking. Exactly. And look at his clothes. There's no way he could ever own something like that. I'm telling you, you see guys like this all the time, just trying to look important. Charlie glanced at Jane behind the counter, who was sneering at him. He decided right then and there that he was going to put this snob in her place. So, Charlie pulled out his phone and dialed Stephen Thompson's number. "Come to Rare Earth. Give me $13 million in cash. I want to see it in 10 minutes. "No problem, young master. I'm on my way." Jane smirked. "Wow, you're really committed to the act, aren't you? $13 million in cash? I've never seen that much cash in my entire life. I'd love to see it. Don't you know you have to schedule a withdrawal with the bank for that much money? You're hilarious." Charlie just nodded. "Since you've never seen that much cash, you're about to."
The people around were all talking. It's one thing to be poor, but it's another to be all talk. This guy doesn't look rich at all. He's talking about $13 million? I'll be impressed if he can even pull out $300,000. I just want to see what $13 million in cash actually looks like. Hearing everyone on her side, Jane couldn't help but smile. When the cash didn't show up, she couldn't wait to see how this loser would get out of it. A few minutes later, several luxury cars pulled up to the entrance of Rare Earth. Then, from the first two cars, 8 bodyguards in black suits emerged. Each one carried a black leather briefcase. Their muscles were tensed, their faces grim, and they carried an air of cold, dangerous professionalism that seemed to chill the air around them. The sight stunned everyone in Rare Earth. Who is this VIP to warrant such a grand entrance? The grand display left Jane stunned. Could this loser really have made that call? She thought. But she quickly dismissed it. No way! A bum like him couldn't possibly know someone this powerful. Stephen stepped out of the third car and strode into Rare Earth. Jane quickly moved to greet him, but Stephen didn't even glance her way. He walked straight to Charlie. "Master, I'm here," Stephen said, "and I brought the cash." With a wave of his hand, the bodyguards entered the store. They placed the briefcases on the floor and snapped them open. They were packed to the brim with stacks of cash. The crowd... Holy crap! That guy wasn't bluffing! Damn, who is this dude? People immediately pulled out their phones, trying to record the unbelievable scene. But Stephen's bodyguards quickly stepped in, blocking their view. The most anyone could capture was the back of Charlie's head. Charlie pointed to the cash on the floor. He turned to Jane. "Ever seen this much money before?" "You have now." Jane could only nod. "Yes, I see it." Charlie turned to Stephen. "I want to speak to the owner of this store." Stephen nodded, pulled out his phone, and made a quick call. The moment it connected, he spoke into the phone in a, "Listen to me. This is Stephen. I'm at your store, Rare Earth. You have 1 minute to get your ass down here. If you're not here, I'll have my men burn this place to the ground. And after that, I'll have them break both your legs." Jane's face went white with terror. She could see the cold fury in Stephen's eyes. Was this man really that powerful? Her own boss was a major player in Oris Hill, a man with connections and influence, someone nobody dared to cross. Who would have the nerve to speak to him like that? Less than a minute later, a portly, middle-aged man scrambled out of the back office. The moment he saw Stephen, he hurried over. "Mr. Thompson, you came to my shop. If you had told me in advance, I would have been here to greet you properly." Stephen slapped him hard across the face. "You've got some nerve," he snarled. "Your employee dares to disrespect our young master. Do you have a death wish?" Stephen knew the young master had suffered a great deal over the last 10 years. Seeing him being slighted by a mere clerk infuriated him. The middle-aged man, still reeling from the slap, was initially confused, but when he heard Stephen's words, his mind went blank with shock. Stephen's young master? Holy crap! Stephen was a true phoenix among men. Doesn't that make his young master a god? His legs started to tremble uncontrollably. He turned his head and saw Charlie standing beside Stephen. He looked like a regular guy, but he was the young master of the family that Stephen served. The realization sent a fresh wave of terror through the fat man. He quickly said, "Master, I am so sorry. I apologize." Then he spun around, his face filled with rage, and screamed, "Which one of you blind idiots offended the young master? Step forward now!" Instantly, every other sales associate's eyes landed on Jane. Jane tried to shrink back, wanting to disappear, but the man lunged at her, grabbing her by the collar. He pushed her hard and yelled, "You worthless girl! Ha! How dare you offend the master? You must be blind." The push sent Jane sprawling to the floor. "Boss, I'm sorry," she cried. "I was unaware. Please, just this once, spare me." "Huh, spare you?" The man grabbed a fistful of her hair, yanking her head up. "You idiot! Are you trying to get me killed? You want me dead? I'll kill you first." Crying, she managed to break free from the man's grip. She scrambled on her hands and knees to Charlie's side, grabbing his leg. "Mr. Wade, I know I was wrong," she sobbed. "I'll never look down on anyone ever again. Please, forgive me." Charlie said coldly, "You brought this on yourself." When the man saw her clinging to Charlie's leg, he panicked. He ran over and kicked her. "You dare touch the young master's leg?" he screamed. "I'll kill you." The man turned to a nearby security guard. "Get this useless trash out of my sight. Throw her in the dumpster out back." "Yes, boss." The security guards wasted no time. They immediately dragged Jane out of the store. With a blank expression, Charlie turned to the man. "My wife likes that diamond. Please wrap it up for me." "Of course," the man said, nodding quickly. "I'll wrap it right away." Charlie took out the premium card. "Use this." Then he turned to Stephen. "You can take the cash back." The man quickly interjected. "Mr. Wade, you like this diamond. Please, accept it as a small gift from me." "I don't need you to do that," Charlie said flatly. "Mr. Wade, please," the man pleaded. "It's just a small token. Please accept it." Stephen leaned into Charlie. "Mr. Wade, since he's offering it as an apology, you should probably take it. Otherwise, he won't be able to sleep tonight." Charlie hesitated for a moment, then gave a slight nod. "Fine. In that case, thank you." Seeing Charlie accept the diamond necklace, the man let out a huge sigh of relief. If Charlie had refused, he was terrified Stephen would have held it against him. A man with his power could ruin him with a snap of his fingers. Just then, Stephen asked Charlie, "Mr. Wade, would you like me to give you a ride?" "No," Charlie said, waving his hand dismissively. "Where's the back door? I'll go by myself." The onlookers had seen something truly incredible today. Several luxury cars had delivered $13 million in cash, all just to buy a piece of diamond. And in the end, the owner of Rare Earth hadn't even dared to take the money. Who was this unassuming young man? Many people uploaded videos of the incident, and it quickly went viral. Online, people were calling the mysterious man the super-rich second generation. He was given nicknames like the Mystery Tycoon and God-tier billionaire. It even kicked off a viral challenge to find the God-tier billionaire, and tons of people joined in. But luckily for him, by the time people were filming, he and his group were already surrounded by bodyguards and being escorted out. The video footage was too blurry and chaotic to make out his face, making it impossible to use as a real lead.
To know more, listen to the audio series, Born to Rule, only on the Pocket FM app. Install the Pocket FM app now within 1 minute to download 10 free episodes before the offer disappears.